Engineers at UC San Diego have developed a soft robotic glove that could lead to more lifelike experiences within virtual reality environments. It has flexible, soft robotic muscles that make you feel when you're pushing something in VR. In their first prototype, the researchers used a soft robotic component called a McKibben muscle, which consists of latex chambers covered with braided fibers. The muscles respond like springs to apply force when the user moves their fingers, and a custom fluidic control board inflates and deflates the muscles. The system has three main components: the soft robotic components, the custom control board, and a leap motion sensor that detects your hand's position and movement. The researchers 3D printed a mold to make the glove's exoskeleton, which could make the devices easier to manufacture and suitable for mass production. They also used silicone rubber for the exoskeleton with Velcro straps embedded at the joints. Their new system interacts with a virtual piano keyboard, and when they did an informal pilot study, they found out two things. First, that their subjects were just not pianists. Woo. Bad, not even the chopsticks. Come on, boys. Come on. And second, that it made for a more immersive experience. The engineers are now working to make the glove cheaper, more portable, and less cumbersome. They also want to bypass the leap motion device altogether. Right now, the prototype is only playing on the keyboard, but it could soon be used for everything from training surgeons to video games. All I know is that as soon as I saw this thing, I immediately thought of Parsifal's VR rig in Ready Player One. Just like the next step towards our future lived in a humanity-swallowing virtual environment. But other than that, it's a good read. Highly recommend that. Dystopian future! Yesterday, NASA announced that it's gonna take a shot at the sun, but it sounds a bit more sophisticated than a maniac waving a six-shooter in the air.
So we're gonna hang out.
NASA is on a mission to touch the sun, or at least send a spacecraft closer than we've ever been before. Renamed the Parker Solar Probe after Eugene Parker, a solar astrophysicist, the spacecraft will fly within 4 million miles of the sun's surface, which is actually 7 times closer than any previous mission. The spacecraft will experience heat and radiation unlike anything that a man-made structure has ever experienced before. Until now, the materials to withstand such conditions didn't exist. The probe is going to travel 430,000 miles per hour and reach spots with temperatures up to 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit. The probe is actually about the size of a car, boasts a heat shield with a thermal protection system and a solar array cooling system. The hope is to study the sun's outer atmosphere and gain a better understanding of how stars work. They also want to know how the sun's corona is heated. The corona is the aura of plasma that surrounds the sun. They want to know more about solar flares that have the potential to knock out the satellites that keep our society connected. So it's essentially the plot of Twister, but with solar flares instead of tornadoes. We need to build a better warning system. Why? It's already here. Parker, who will be 90 in 9 days, is the first living person to have a NASA spacecraft named after him. In 1958, he actually predicted high-speed solar winds, which is the stream of charged particles or plasma that flows from the sun out into space. The targeted launch date is July 31st, 2018, which is also my brother's birthday, but that matters to nobody else but me. I can't forget it again this year. I'm a terrible brother. Fact for me to remember, you don't really need to know. But I sent him a card. And the first close approach to the sun is scheduled for November 2018. Dystopian future! For the first time ever, the massive Stratolaunch aircraft moved out of the hangar in Mojave, California to conduct aircraft fueling tests. The milestone means that the initial aircraft construction phase is over, which, I suppose that the occasion could have been marked when the team removed the 3 stories of scaffolding surrounding the aircraft and, dropped the aircraft's full weight onto its 28 wheels, but this makes for a better and safer photo opportunity. The aircraft has a wingspan of 385 feet. That's 25 feet longer than a football field, which is going to make it the largest aircraft by a wingspan to ever fly. Boeing's new 787 Dreamliner, that has a wingspan of 197 feet, so just dwarfed. The new craft is 238 feet from tip to tail, it's 5 stories tall, and it weighs 500,000 pounds. For perspective, take a look at that lift next to it. That is a lift and it looks tiny. It's a wee lift. The craft is designed to carry payloads of up to 550,000 pounds. In October, the company announced a new multi-year partnership with Orbital ATK. The new craft will initially launch a single Orbital ATK Pegasus XL vehicle, but it's capable of launching up to 3 Pegasus vehicles in a single mission. In a statement this week, Stratolaunch CEO Gene Floyd said that the company is on track to perform its first launch demonstration as early as 2019. Stratolaunch was founded in 2011 by Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen. Allen's vision was to make it easy to access low Earth orbit to drive advancements in science, research, and technology. And actually, the initial aircraft concept design was the work of Burt Rutan, who is best known for designing the Spaceship One. Also worked with Paul Allen on that one, privatizing space and all. Lots of money, fistfuls of cash. I'm David Manti. This is Engineering by Design.